I'm out there, and they came in the house. Somebody had me, and cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Stand up for mine. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight, live from the virtual Kokomo Speedway, round number 8 of the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Winged Sprint Car Series. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Alex Robinson. Alex, welcome to Kokomo, buddy. We're in qualifying at the moment.
We're back here, and again, we're at a short track here, and if it's anything, remember last week's action, Tyler Schell, Alex Bergeron. Again, that match has been going on all season long. Bergeron just clocks in 10th quick right now with 11.009. Gonna look to improve. Can he set quick time? He will! Quick time, the 10.577 for the 12 of Alex Bergeron. As he sits quick time now, Tyler Schell in second. Hayden Harvey, Braden Eiler, and Kendall Tucker. Those two drivers returning after a week of absence.
Wow, for a league of, and I quote from somebody else that can't run this league. No, I'm not going to say names, but a bunch of nobodies. Man, a world champion, world championship drivers. This is certainly going to be a race to. Well, this is certainly a season to remember for season number 2 for the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Sprint Car Series. Bergeron does it by over 1/10 of a second, 0.127. He goes quick time with a 10.577. Tyler Schell, Hayden Harvey, round out your top 3. Braden Eiler, 4th. Kendall Tucker. Going to round out your top 5. Beerline, Smith, Hannigan, Bowers, and Cardoza. Your top 10 drivers. We'll see 4 heat races on the program. And heat race number 1 getting set to take to the racetrack. On the pole in the Team ABR Esports number 12 entry, it is Alex Bergeron. And he's outside for Swindell Speed Lab. It's Kendall Tucker.
Row number 2 on the inside of the 03 for the Firm Motorsports, it's Sean Bowers. And to the outside, it is going to be Josh Van Manen in the 05 for the Firm Motorsports.
Then we go back to row number 3, the Iridium Sim Sports number 79. It's Daniel Boyd to his outside. Trey Galgon lines up at a position number 6, and position number 7 will be Darren Hall. Just working on getting, not sure why it's got him in the T-Berry one, but that should be all fixed. There we go, Swindell Speed Lab. But here we go. We're just waiting on the man that goes quick time here tonight. Hello, Anne-Marie. Hope you're doing well. I'm sure Patricia's lurking about somewhere or getting ready to lurk about. But Alex, you've just taken a quick trip. You're still on the porch, though. You've taken a virtual trip from Lernerville to Kokomo.
Yeah, so we go from Lernerville to Kokomo here. So we go from a place with high banks, no walls, to a shorter track. Mostly known for, the Kokomo Clash, wingless sprint cars, the midgets. Get a little different here tonight with some wing sprint car action, and no better place than with Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 sprint cars.
And what a way to open up heat race number 1 as well. 2 World Championship drivers, Alex Bergeron and Kendall Tucker. Again, we know the resume that Alex Bergeron has. It just speaks for himself. 3 World Championships in the iRacing scene for the 410 sprint cars. Kendall Tucker, well, he's been a consistent pro and a consistent top 5, top 10 driver in the world when it comes to the iRacing.com service. So this should be an absolute stout front row as we get set for heat race number 1. And it's going to be Alex Bergeron and Kendall Tucker going to lead us back to the green flag as there goes Bergeron. He'll drift up to the racetrack. Here comes Tucker to the outside. Tucker going to rotate the race lead. Tucker will shut the door down into turn number 3.
Look at the good run out of the corner there for Kendall Tucker. Now Tucker goes to the bottom side here for the 00 for Swindell Speed Labs. He's there. Here goes Bergeron now. Side by side, those two go. A little slide job by Bergeron.
Bergeron, Tucker going to lead us back down into turn number 1 and 2. Bergeron now back to the race lead. 10-lap heat race. There goes Bergeron rolling the top side of the racetrack. Tucker trying to work it down to the bottom side, down into 1 and 2. He'll do the same in 3 and 4. Bergeron now turns it back underneath him, man. A very split-second decision. Here comes Tucker back to the inside. What a race for the lead. We've got down into turn number 1. Tucker, the right rear, catches the creep. Bergeron continues to lead heat race number 1. Tucker closely back there in second position. Now Tucker going to drift up the racetrack. Bergeron into the wall. Oh, look out. Bergeron into the back of Tucker. Tucker does a little 360. Sean Bowers now going to move his way to position number 2. But Kendall Tucker, He's going to be a man on a mission. How much damage is on that 00 machine? It's all Alex Bergeron at the moment. Here comes Tucker on Bowers. Bowers trying to hold on to position number 2. Top 3 going straight through to the main event as we've got 2 to run. And Tucker once again trying everything, throwing the kitchen sink at Sean Bowers. But there might be just too much damage on the right side of that 00 machine. Meanwhile, the one is out, 1 to run. But Alex Bergeron down the back straight away into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. And your first heat race of the night is done. Second, believe unofficially it's going to be Kendall Tucker. Sean Bowers unofficially in third position. Josh Van Manen, Trey Galgon, Daniel Boyd and Darren Hull. To wrap up heat race number 1, here is your official results coming up on your screen. There it is, Bergeron, Tucker and Bowers. Your top 3 here tonight. Van Manen, Galgon, Boyd, Hull. Well, I'll have to go to the consolation races. Heat race number 2. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on the pole for Elbows Up Sim Sports, it's the 85 of Tyler Shell. On his outside, driving for OBR Sim Sports, it's the 13B of Aiden Beerline. Position number 3 in the Stand United Racing car number 114 machine, that's Landon Cardoza. On his outside in the Firm Motorsports car number 47, it's going to be Jason Randolph. Rolling off out of position number 5 in car number 27, I believe it's the OBR SimSport entry of Ty Williams, and Gunnar Harris in the 54 starts position number 6. Position number 7 in the 01 for TSM, that's David Allen. As your cars and stars getting set to get the 1 to green signal right now. Again, a good strong field of drivers here with the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Wing Sprint Car Series season number 2. This is round number 8. After tonight, just 2 weeks left on the program. Looking forward to the final 2 weeks. Here we go. Green flag is out. Shell and Beeline will lead us down into 1 and 2. Look at Cardoza working to the inside of the racetrack, but it's the top side, the top line. That is going to be key here in the opening couple of heat races. Shell leads Beerline back to Cardoza. Now Randolph now down to the inside momentarily. 3 wide side by side for 3rd and 4th as here comes Cardoza holding on to the 3rd and final transfer position. Meanwhile, there goes the 47. Jason Randolph trying everything down to the bottom side of the racetrack through 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2. Can he get into the top 3? Well, we'll certainly find out right now. But now I'll tell you what, Landon Cardoza is doing his darn best to hold on to the final transfer position. Randolph now inside. Will he go for the slide job? No. He starts to drift up the racetrack, but leaves a lane there for Cardoza. What a race for positions number 3 and 4. Cross flag sticks. Next time by here at the virtual Kokomo Speedway. Tyler Shell, Aiden Beerline. Shell half a second lead over Aiden Beerline. Now that'll extend because Beerline into the creek into turn number 1 and 2. Cardoza still running in 3rd. Look at David Allen, who had a start position number 7. Then you go back to Williams and Harris, but the battle is on for the final transfer spot one more time. Cardoza and Randolph side by side. This time give the advantage. Oh, but it's going to be tight to the line. 3 to run. Cardoza just had it by half for Carling. Randolph continues to pester him down on the bottom side. Now he's cleared down into turn number 3. Now the opportunity starts to present itself for the 47 to slide up. But don't look now because here comes the 01 machine of David Allen. White flag is out for your race leader. Cardoza back to the inside. They'll nearly run wheels out of turn number 4. Oh, look out, there's contact. Cardoza. Man, oh man, it is on like Donkey Kong. Checking flag is out. Tyler Shell will get the win. Second will go to Aiden Beerline. Third at the line is going to be Landon Cardoza. David Allen 4th, 5th, Gunnar Harris. Jason Randolph in 6th. And 7th is going to be Ty Williams. What a heat race this is proving to be. The heat races are certainly putting on an absolute belter of a way to start out round number 8 of the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Sprint Car Series. Tyler Shell, your winner. He'll start on the outside of the front row for tonight's main event. Aiden Beerline in 2nd, Landon Cardoza in 3rd. Fourth is going to be David Allen, Gunnar Harris, Jason Randolph, and Ty Williams. 4, 5, 6, and 7 all going to preliminary action. Heat race number 3 in the Vanderpool Racing, caliber 55. It's Hayden Harvey on the pole position. He's outside driving for TSM in caliber 50. That's Tim Smith. Joe Kaiser in caliber 29 for Headhunter Motorsports. He'll roll off at a position number 3, and Justin Osborne, the 36, will start position number 4. Phil Croach in the 14 will start position number 5, and Logan Rubsey for Slick Sim Sport in the 41 machine. He'll start position number 6, followed by Andrew Hauser in caliber 13 will roll off out of the 7th starting position. Looks like Logan Rumsey did not make the grid for heat race number 3. So the back half of the heat races, 4 heat races on the program for tonight. Again, a very, very good, strong field and good competitors for season number 2. World Championship drivers. Very fast, consistent drivers throughout the field. Smith and Harvey getting set to lead us to the green flag, and Smith tried to jump the start. Tried to predict it, and Hayden Harvey said, no way, buddy. We go when I say. And Smith back to the outside. Osborne in the 36 machine looking for position number 2. Kaiser back there in 3rd. Smith now trying to run down your race leader. Very touch and go as they meet the concrete wall down through 1 and 2. Harvey goes to the middle of the racetrack. Here comes Smith now again. He's all over the back of the rear nerf by the 55 of Hayden Harvey. Smith just a few little mistakes creeping into the rhythm. Here comes Smith. Slight job down into turn number 1 and 2. Harvey turns it down the middle of the racetrack. Again, your battle for the race lead is on like Donkey Kong down into turn number 3 and 4. Smith, Harvey, Kaiser meanwhile is taking over 3rd position, but Osborne works back to his inside, but Smith, your new race leader, down the back straightaway. Big slide job coming out from Hayden Harvey. He nearly drives it up over the concrete wall. He threw it in that deep and that hard. Meanwhile, Osborne in 3rd. Here is Phil Croach on the outside. Now trying to get a run on the outside on Joe Kaiser. Kaiser on the 29 machine. Here comes Phil Croach in the 14. Meanwhile, Smith has gapped the rest of the field. Hayden Harvey still running in the 2nd spot. Croach having some dramas there. Through the 3 and 4. Osborne running in 3rd position again. It's the top 3 that'll go on to the main event. Speaking of going on to the main event, it's the driver of the TSM number 50 machine. Just needs to put another lap and a bit to run this time by. The white flag is out. 1 to go for Tim Smith, who started on the outside of the front row in heat race number 3. He's done everything right so far, all but jumped the start. But it didn't matter because in the end, Tim Smith is going to get the win in heat race number 3. Hayden Harvey home in 2nd. Justin Osborne home in 3rd. Unofficially, till we get those results up, here we go. They are coming up now. Smith, Harvey, and Osborne, your top 3. 4, 5, 6, and 7 again. Kaiser, Croach, Hauser, and Rumsey all going to B main competition. Your 4th and final heat race of the night, then on the pole. In the elbows up Sim Sports caliber 5 in, a guy from PA, it's Braden Island. He's outside the Little Hurricane for Black Diamond Motorsports, the 1X of Basin Hannigan, position number 2. Position number 3, driving the 10C for LGR Motorsports, that is Coulter West on his outside, driving caliber 77, that's Remington Wade. Rolling off out of positions 5 and 6, well, they're both from the Team Outlaw Motorsports stable. At a position number 5 in the 32 entry, that is BJ Duvall on his outside, driving caliber 17, that is Tyler Schultz. 6 cars, top 3 to the main event. Everybody else, once again, to your preliminary main. Again, the World Championship drivers of Braden Isler and Mason Hannigan on the front row. Green flag is out. We're underway in your 4th and final heat race of the night. Isler got the jump on Hannigan. Hannigan into the Cretan 3 wide for position 3, 4, and 5. West on the top side of the racetrack. Remington down low. He'll shut the door on BJ Naval. Now look out where Wade West, they nearly had a bit coming together. Now look at the 32 of BJ Naval trying to work to the inside. Trying to roll the bottom. Meanwhile, Arlo and Hannigan driving away from 3, 4, 5, and 6. Remington Wade driving the number 77, the Rocket Racing setup century. Look out wide. Now here comes Coulter West, and look at Duval working down to the inside once again. Duval on the outside looking in, as is Coulter West, but Coulter West, man, he's got that thing singing and humming on the top side of the racetrack, and Coulter West sees himself rocking into the top 3. Look out, he caught the Cretan. Remington Wade now. Wade moved back to position number 3, cross leg sticks, 5 down and 5 to run. And Coulter West really putting on a show here at Kokomo. Well, look out, there's Hannigan. What happened to Hannigan? Hannigan, he must have caught the wall and must have caught the opening on the back straightaway. That puts Wade to position 2, puts Coulter West into position number 3. Now BJ Duval on the outside looking in by 1 position. Just needs for Wade or West to make that mistake. Do Wade or West do anything silly here? Because it's a matter of 2 rows for the starting positions in the main event. You either start position number 8 or position number 12. But meanwhile, speaking of the mistakes, it's Coulter West who made the mistake, and BJ Duval. What a battle for the transfer spot. It is really starting to heat up down into turn number 3. Out of turn 4, look at the big gap that he's got. You're going to be in the daylight. Isla gets the win. Second will go to Wade. Third is going to be BJ Duval. Wowee. He's in the show once again. Heat race number 4. 4 entertaining heat races. You've got to admit that. Heat 4 results coming up on your screen. Isla, Wade, and Duval going to your main event. West, Hannigan, and Schultz, they'll all find themselves locked in some B-main competition. Let's take a look at your UltimateDirtTV starting grid. They will be 12 laps a distance, and your top 6 are going to go through. And here it is, your UltimateDirtTV starting grid, starting on the pole. In the 5 machine for the Firm Motorsports, it's Josh Van Manen. On his outside, the Headhunter Motorsports, car number 29 of Joe Kaiser, position number 2. Trey Galgon lines up in the 49, out of position at number 3. Phil Croach driving the 14 machine. He'll start position number 4. Position number 5 for Iridium Sim Sports, it's the 79 of Daniel Boyd, and Andrew Hauser driving the 13 will start position number 6. And was scheduled to line up out of position number 7 was the 41 of Darren Hull. However, we can confirm right now that he has not made the start. So, for 12 laps, we are going to see these 6 cars get some R&D time on this racetrack. Galgon and Kaiser. Row 1, Boyd, Croach, and you go back to Hauser and Van Manen. Green flag is out. And we are underway in B-Main number 1. Again, all these 6 cars will transfer directly into the main event. This will line up the inside row 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, and 23. Excuse me. Working on lap number 2 of the 12, 10 to run. Phil Croach to the outside. 3 wide momentarily. Croach and Kaiser, look at Van Manen now up on the inside now on Andrew Hauser, and Hauser getting it on the top side of the racetrack. Upstairs, well, look at throw, they won't get over him. Nearly 2 lots of 3 wide action. Man, you would think that these drivers in the B-Main would be a little bit content, but again, this is for better starting positions. 4 wide down into 1 and 2. Holy moly. Oh boy, it is on at the moment. Kokomo really proving to be an elbows up racetrack. Van Manen to the inside. Kaiser still leads now, nearly 3 wide down the back straightaway. Hauser, Croach, and Van Manen 2 by 3 by 1. Daniel Boyd in a spot to watch this 2 by 3 action. And one little mistake, it could take out the entire field. But a hell of a run for Galvin in the 49 machine. 2 by 2. Hauser to the outside on Croach. Croach ducks him back down to the racetrack. He got into the back of Van Manen. And Boyd moves to position 4. Meanwhile, Galvin leads at the start-finish line, not by a lot. Joe Kaiser running in second spot. Kaiser rolls the middle of the racetrack, working on 3 laps to run. Andrew Hauser still a very big chance at winning this one, but he needs to start to put some solid laps together. Galgon into the wall. That gives Kaiser back to race lead down through turn number 1 and 2. We head off to the start-finish line. The popsicle sticks around 2 to run. Kaiser, Galgan, Hauser 1, 2 and 3. Who's going to get it? Well, we're going to find out. Less than a lap to run this time by. The white flag is out. Hauser again gets a big run. I'm surprised that he didn't throw the big slider in 1 and 2. What a race for the lead down into turn number 3 and 4. Hauser looks for the slide jump. No, he caught the tyre. It's a drag race to the line. Wow-wee. Take a breath, take a bow. Heat race, a complete. That was B-Main number 1. And can you believe the show that these drivers have just put on in the opening B-Main of the night? Wow. Let's take a look. Your official B-Main number 1 results. Joe Kaiser, Trey Galgan, Daniel Boyd, Andrew Hauser, Josh Van Manen, and Phil Croach, your 6 drivers to go through to the main event. Of course, Darren Hull did not grid, so therefore he is done. And we're scheduled to line up 8 cars in B-Main number 2. David Allen in the TSM-01 machine will start on pole. On his outside, the 10C for LGR Motorsports. That is Coulter West, position number 2. Position number 3 is going to be the 54 of Gunnar Harris out of position number 4. It is the 1X for Black Diamond Motorsports, the Little Hurricane of Mason Hannigan. Position number 5 in the 47 for the Firm Motorsports. That is Jason Randolph and Tyler Schultz for Team Outlaw Motorsports, driving caliber 17. That is out of position number 6, Tyler Schultz. Ty Williams in the 27 lines up out of position number 7. And that will be your 7 cars in B-Main number 2. So just like B-Main number 1, absolutely, Joy. It's been a hell of a night so far here on UltimateDirtTV. But this is B-Main number 2. Top 6 out of the 7 go through. Green flag is out, 12 laps to journey once again. David Allen got a good start. Look at Gunnar Harris now, trying to work into position number 2, trying to go into the race lead down into 3 and 4. Coulter West driving the tight side. Hannigan, who's got some World Championship experience around this, the virtual Kokomo Speedway. He's looking to go from about 3rd or 4th into the race lead inside a couple of laps. And now Hannigan works low, but David Allen holds on to the race lead. Hannigan 2nd, West in 3rd. 4th is now a battle between Ty Williams and Gunnar Harris. Gunnar Harris has got the run. 6th and final transfer spot goes to Jason Randolph in the 47 machine. Challenge for the race lead now. Here comes Hannigan. Well, look out, Hannigan. He got the car a little sideways. Coulter West now. He's eating every part of the backstretch wall. And that car is going to be broken. The rear end is busted on the 10C machine. He's still going to circulate, still going to do some laps, and hopefully one of these top 6 drivers just get into it to where that transfer spot is really going to open up. But it's most of the field trying to spread themselves apart from one another. They just know that they are already going to the big dance. Just one little mistake could cost them at a main starting position, or whether it's time to pack it up early and go home. Virtually, that is the USA number 7, also known as the 1X machine, the Little Hurricane of Mason Hannigan, now trying to run down your race leader, David Allen. 5 to go. That time bypass the start-finish line. There's Jason Randolph trying to get up to the back of the 27 machine of Ty Williams. And again, some of these drivers were here just at the start of the week with the World of Thunder Esports League, so they know exactly what the track is starting to be like and how they need to get around this tight little ball ring. And speaking of get around the tight little ball ring, with 2 to run this time by, David Allen continues to lead the charge from Mason Hannigan. Gunnar Harris in 3rd. Coulter West now on the verge of being put a lap down, but again, he's still just circulating on the racetrack. Here comes Hannigan. Do you try and push it extra hard for positions 14 or position number 16? Let's find out in the 3 and 4 final time. Hannigan, he cuts it down low. Does he get the run? No! David Allen will win the B-Main. What a drive and what a race in B-Main number 2. A fantastic showing here in your preliminary action. 4 heats, 2 B-Mains. Track has been reset. We'll take a quick break in just a few moments' time, but there is your official results. David Allen gets the win by a 1/10 of a second over Mason Hannigan in second. Gunnar Harris rounds out your top 3. Jason Randolph, Ty Williams, and Tyler Schultz positions 4, 5, and 6. They are still coming to the big dance. Unfortunately for Coulter West, he had that issue there in the B-Main where he got up on the crete and the rear end busted on that 10C. He will unfortunately take no further part in tonight's main event. Again, we'll let these drivers out on a fresh racetrack. And of course, a big thank you to, of course, the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Wing Sprint Car Series. And again, our wonderful sponsors here at UltimateDirtTV. A big thank you to, of course, the World of Thunder Esports League, SRT Australia, Rocket Racing Setups, FEG, PC, and Heatwave Designs. Don't forget to check them out on all their social media pages. We'll step aside, pay a couple of bills, and come back in just a few moments' time. You're watching round 8 of the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Winged Sprint Car Series virtually from Kokomo right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Welcome back, race fans, to Ultimate Dirt TV. Coverage of the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Winged Sprint Car Series. Let's take a look at the 24 starters from back to front. Position number 24 is Tyler Schultz. Position number 23, Phil Croach. Position number 22 of Ty Williams. Position number 21, Josh Van Manen. Position number 20, it's Jason Randolph and Andrew Hauser in position number 19. Position number 18 is Gunnar Harris. Position 17 will be Daniel Boyd. Position number 16 of Mason Hannigan. Position number 15 of Trey Galgon. Position number 14, David Allen and Joe Kaiser in position number 13. Your top 12, the drivers are locked in from the heat races. BJ Duvall, position number 12. Position number 11 of Justin Osborne. Your top 10 looks like this. Landon Cardoza on the outside of row number 5. On the inside, out of position number 9, it's Sean Bowers. Remington Wade in the 77 rolls off out of position number 8, and Hayden Harvey lines up out of position number 7. Position number 6, it's Aiden Beerline. Kendall Tucker lines up out of position number 5. Position number 4 will be Braden Arler, and Tim Smith lines up out of position number 3. In your front row, they're going to do battle once again. On the outside of the front row, it's Tyler Schell and Alex Bergeron will start on the pole position. Get your picks in, ladies and gentlemen. It's time we go racing here at the Kokomo Speedway. round number 8 of the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Winged Sprint Car Series. The pace truck is in. 40 laps on the board, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get naughty for 40 here at Kokomo, and we are green. Bergeron, Shell, now look at Tucker 3 wide on the inside. Isla down, nearly going to make it 4 wide. Isla trying for the daily double down into 1 and 2. Brayden Ollie, India race leader. Bergeron, no, Shell's going to lead lap number 1. Holy cow, what an opening lap to the 40 lap main event. Bergeron, Shell and Isla. What a way to open up now lap number 2. Now give it to Bergeron. Here comes Kendall Tucker, man. The gloves are off, ladies and gentlemen. Look at your top 4. Isla from 4th. Oh boy, the yellow is out. Oh boy. Somebody call the doctor. I think I'm going to need it. 4 World Championship drivers going at it. Speaking of World Championship drivers, the first yellow of the evening belongs to the Black Diamond Motorsports number 1X machine of Mason Hannigan. Let's see if he went on his own. Oh, he just got the left rear there of Justin Osborne. And you see Osborne, unfortunately, he just had that car a little loose. So watch the 36 in front of the USA number 7. I don't think he was saving that one. He was headed to the grass, and unfortunately Hannigan, he's the car that ends up being turned around. But ladies and gentlemen, can you believe the opening couple of laps in the main event? Bergeron, Shell, Isla and Tucker. This is going to get good. It's already proved to be good in the opening 2.5 laps. We're not going to go. We're going to send them around one more time, although the pace truck did pull in. They're just going to extend the yellow just to make sure that, well, they have got the person at fault necessary at the back of the field. But now, once again, we're looking for a start. Here we go. Green flag is out. Bergeron, Shell, Tucker and Isla once again down into turn number 1 and 2. It's Isla. Here comes Shell from the top to the middle of the racetrack. Shell goes down low down into turn number 3 and 4. And they really carry some speed and momentum down into turn number 1 and 2. Bergeron back to the race lead, but here comes Shell once again. Here comes Kendall Tucker as he goes for the daily double. Looks to slide up, leaves a lane there. He pulled up right in the middle between Bergeron and Shell. Now Bergeron back to the inside, Shell back to the outside. Man, oh man, you're starting to heat up once again. And now you throw in Tim Smith, Aiden Beerline. Oh, Bergeron into the back of Shell on the front straightaway. Smith has moved back to position number 3. Bergeron works the top side of the racetrack. Here comes Brayden Oller trying to drift down to the bottom of the racetrack. Shell continues to lead lap number 7. We are yellow. Oh boy. This is a barn burner. Who's got the matches? Joe Kaiser in the Headhunter Motorsports number 29 machine. Oh, just came down the racetrack just a little bit. Oh, trying to park it in victory lane. And Andrew Hauser had some dramas as well in the number 13 machine. We'll see what happened here. So, oh, there he goes, and the rear end is busted on that race car. I dare say that might have been the reason for the caution and not the initial one that was thought of with Joe Kaiser. Nonetheless, the second yellow is complete. Yeah, absolutely. This is fantastic racing. And again, Kokomo really turning it on here in the 410 Winged Sprint Car Series. Shell, Tucker, Bergeron, your top 3. Smith, Isla, your top 5. Beerline, sorry, top 5. Isla in 6. Cardoza, Hayden Harvey. And you go back and look at Osborne and Wade round out the top 10. Lap 7 is complete. 33 to run this time. Here we go. Green flag is out. And Shell got a good start. But it's Bergeron with a slide job down into turn number 1 and 2. Bergeron to the race lead only momentarily. 1-2. They go on the inside. And quickly back under the yellow flag conditions. Back-to-back cautions here in the main event. Let's see what happened. I believe we're being told Justin Osborne. We'll take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. So the 36 here. Teammates to Remington Way. Oh, it just came down the racetrack. And, well, he ate. He took out that left front of, the right rear of Sean Bowers, and Justin Osborne eats the right rear, eats the concrete, and it was Valentine's Day a month ago. Maybe getting a little bit of a later bite to eat. So third yellow of the evening. So again, let us know who you're going for in the chat. Who do you think is going to go to victory lane? Will we see one of the regular A-main contenders, or will we see an outsider win this one? Let's find out here in just a few seconds. We'll send them around one more time. So once again, we look forward to the restart. 8 complete when we go back to green, 32 remaining. Keep an eye on Bergeron with the double slider into turn number 1 and 2. Here he goes, down low into turn 1. Drifts up to the middle of the racetrack. Oh, the front end lifted up, and wowee! Oh no, Smith, hold on to it, save it. We are still green, can you believe it? Tuck into the race lead, but not for long, because Shell works back to the outside. Bergeron, that could have gotten really ugly. 1/4 of the race distance in the books. It's Shell over Tucker. Bergeron, how about Cardoza up to position number 4, but look at Beeline now. Beeline works the creek through 3 and 4. Now here comes Hayden Harvey. Harvey trying to get inside the top 5. Look at Braden Nyla. He was inside the top 5, but he dropped a number of spots back. Beeline, Cardoza continue to work side by side. Beeline back to position number 4. Here comes Hayden Harvey now with a run following Aiden Beeline on the top side of the racetrack. Still Cardoza holds on to position number 5, and we are yellow once again. Oh boy, just as we start to find a rhythm. Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay shows Phil Croach in the 14 machine. What happens here? Does he catch the opening? Oh, BJ Duval gives him a little bit of a right side romance. Croach goes up and around, and yellow flag back out onto the racetrack one more time. As this track starts to slicken up on the top side of the racetrack, it really gives a different number of lines to choose from, whether these drivers want to continue work on the top side of the racetrack, or whether you see the likes of Bergeron go low. Still a lot of moisture down on the bottom side in 1 and 2. Same into turn 3, but right where that tire is, right in the middle of 3 and 4, just to the bottom left of the screen. You can see that slick line starting to develop, and once that happens, well, that's when the momentum on the top side really starts to take effect. But again, these drivers, well, they'll know how to get it done, and they are certainly looking at putting their cars in the BC victory lane here at the virtual Kokomo Speedway. We'll come back to green this time by. It's Tyler Shell, Kendall Tucker, Alex Bergeron, Aiden Beerline, Landon Cardoza, your top 5. Here we go. The green flag drops. The BS stops because slide job from Bergeron. This time the front wheels don't lift up, and that was a restart that he really needed to have. Shell drifts up the racetrack. Here comes Bergeron back to the inside. Bergeron with a slide job down into 1 and 2 one more time. Here comes Shell working back to his inside. Kendall Tucker looks to close in. Oh no! BJ Naval was stopped up on the top side of the racetrack, and Alex Bergeron unfortunately did not get to avoid him. Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay coming out for the 32. So he'd already ate the concrete once and then make it twice. And just trying to get off the racetrack. He was holding down the key, and unfortunately you see Bergeron at right side clipped him. So how much damage does Alex Bergeron have? And wow, due to Bergeron slowing down there, Bergeron is being shown at the back of the field. And if you're the likes of Tyler Schell, Kendall Tucker, I mean, you've got to be happy with that result. But how far in 24 laps? We're seeing Bergeron do it at Volusia. He'd come from the back in about 12 or 15 laps from position number 21, I think it was, and he still manages to grab a podium. What can he do here inside 24 laps around the virtual Kokomo Speedway? Well, it's time we find out. Pace truck is in. And we go back to green flag action here. Oh no, what in the world? Cardoza upside down. Wow, wow, wow. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. And we're going to slow this down because I was actually looking at timing and scoring. So it's, Kendall Tucker just calmed down the racetrack. Cardoza was there. And well, that's how easy it is, ladies and gentlemen, to spin the tires, get on the gas too hard. And Kendall Tucker, he managed to drive away from the situation. Unfortunately for Landon Cardoza, he does not drive away from the situation. And he will be on the back of the virtual tow. Kendall Tucker being given a neat, well, and I'm going to say right now, well, if you're Tyler Schell, you're rubbing your hands together, because knowing Kendall Tucker and Alex Bergeron now have to come from the back of the field. If we continue to see these yellows between 5 and 8 lap runs, we're not going to catch lap traffic. It's really going to give Tyler Schell the advantage on these initial restarts. So here we go, we'll try it again. Single file restarts. How about Tyler Schell, Ty Williams and Hayden Harvey? Green flag back out. We're back underway. Braden Owen now back to position number 4 as he tries to get by Hayden Harvey. Harvey again working the cushion down into turn number 3 and 4. Isla drifts down to the bottom of the racetrack now. Unable to complete the pass. Now look at the 50, the TSM of Tim Smith. Here comes, Hayden Harvey on the outside on Ty Williams. Williams stays low, as does Braden Isla. Smith and Harvey working the concrete up in turn number 1 and 2, and they'll work the same thing down into turn number 3 and 4. Bergeron up to position 13, Tucker up to position 17. We'll keep an eye on those two drivers. How about Mason Hannigan? He was involved in the first caution. He's up to position number 6. Tyler Schell will just crossed a lap ago. We are past the half race distance. Slide job by Smith on Hayden Harvey now. Harvey works back to the inside down into turn number 3. Look at Isla now. He's ripping the lip, and bringing with him is the 1X machine of the USA number 7. 3 wide in front of him for positions number 2, 3 and 4. And now Isla once again along with Mason Hannigan. These two drivers know how to rip around the virtual Kokomo Speedway. 17 remaining that time by. And Hannigan now on the outside on Smith. And Hannigan now coming after Isla, looking to go 2 for the price of 1. Hannigan and Isla side by side give the advantage to Hannigan. 15 remaining for your race leader of Tyler Schell, Mason Hannigan. Man, he is up on the wheel right now. He has come from position number 18 to position number 3. Car was pulled off on the infield there. We stay green. Isla with a slide job there on Smith. Smith back to the inside. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Holy moly. Second caution of the night for BJ Duval. He was the one that was stopped there. So that's Andrew Hauser. So let's see if we can't pick out the reason for the caution flag. Landon Card. No, maybe not Cardoza. I thought Cardoza might have been coming out of the pit area. But we'll come back to live pictures here from Kokomo Speedway. Here we go, green flag is back out, Shell. And we are immediately going to go back to the yellow flag, yellow on the racetrack once again. So I don't think race control was too happy with the lineup, so once they went back to green, they quickly threw the yellow. Landon, yeah man, you had a very, very fast race car. Unlucky, but hey, hell of a job to run up where you did until that accident happened. So hopefully we'll see you back for round number 9 and round number 10 of course. Hannigan up 13 spots. Ty Williams up about 16 position. Now remember, Ty Williams was running second about 5 or 6 laps ago. And now he finds himself back in about 6th position. But still advancing up 16 spots. Gunnar Harris up 11. Tyler Schultz in 13th. He's advanced from position 24 to 13. So he's up 11 spots as well. So we're starting to see a number of drivers really make the move. Bergeron sits in 8th position. Rounding up the top 10 is Kendall Tucker. So you know these boys, they've got their work cut out for them if they want to get back to the podium. But we know the skills there. We know the talent, and the setup is going to be on point. Look out, Harvey. Tried to time the restart, and Shell just waited just a little bit and almost caused the concertina effect with Hannigan getting into the back of Harvey. Smith, Hannigan, and Isla 3, 4, and 5. Smith and Isla running top and bottom. Hannigan runs the top side as well. Here comes Gunnar Harris. He's working down low. Look at Mason Hannigan. He was super quick over the past 10 laps. If he can get by, look out, there's problems for Isla. Bergeron got into the back of him. If Hannigan can get by, Hayden Harvey for second spot. I dare say we might just have a battle for the race lead. Now here comes, look out, because here comes Mason Hannigan. 9 to run on the outside of Hayden Harvey. Harvey drifts up the racetrack. Hannigan has to drive it back down to the bottom or the middle part of the speedway, down into turn number 3 and 4. Slide job coming out for position number 2. Harvey back to the inside. You're racing to 1 for second and third. Hannigan on the outside. Here comes Bergeron. And Hannigan now has gotten by Hayden Harvey, but the yellow is out. And we have a Ty Williams incident here in the number 27 machine. Let's slow it down. Have a look at your UltimateDirtTV instant replay. Oh, it got into the left rear there of Kendall Tucker as the 360 kept it going. But Vine of the iRacing flagman says, no way, buddy. You went around. We're going back yellow. Oh my. And Hayden Harvey, due to him being in front of Mason Hannigan at the start-finish line, as they crossed the line on the previous lap, although Hannigan was in front down the back straightaway, we go back to where they crossed the start-finish line on the lap they're on, or the previous lap, and that puts Hayden Harvey back in second position. Hannigan back to position number 3. And with just 7 laps to go, we are less than a heat race distance away from wrapping up here at the virtual Kokomo Speedway, and we are green once again, down into 1 and 2. Gunnar Harris works the bottom side. Here comes Hannigan with a big slide job down into turn number 3 and 4. Does he clear him? Yes, he does. He'll get to the start-finish line first, but man, oh man, Hayden Harvey, Here he comes, Hannigan on the top side, though, Rob Wheels. Here comes Braden Arler, Gunnar Harris, and Alex Bergeron now. Look at them, 2 and 3 deep down into 3 and 4. And the yellow is out. And remember, Hannigan, he was in front of Hayden Harvey. So Mason Hannigan is going to get the spot back. Hell yeah. What a race here at Kokomo. And we are not done with yet. Shell, Hannigan, Harvey. I'm sure Harvey would love to be on the podium. I'm sure Hannigan would love to get the win. You just know Tyler Shell, the defending Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Sprint Car Champion. You know he wants to come back to victory lane. He wants to park it in the BC victory lane here at Kokomo. Set for a restart. 6 laps remaining. Make that 5 so the green flag is out. What does Mason Hannigan have for Tyler Shell? Gunnar Harris now works the bottom side on Hayden Harvey down into 1 and 2 and now 3 and 4. Bergeron stays low. How close can Hannigan get? 4 laps left remaining. Will stay on first and second as they make their way down the back straight away. Nearly 4/10 of a second lead opening up for Tyler Shell. 3 remaining, the laps ticking off. Hayden Harvey still holding on to the final spot on the podium. Here comes Kendall Tucker and Braden Arler. They'll work inside and outside of Hayden Harvey, but Hayden Harvey doing a good enough job to hold on to the final spot. We come to the popsicle sticks around the green-white checker is now upon us. We will have overtime here at Kokomo. So now can Tyler Shell? The odds are very, very good. He's probably about an 85% chance to come back to BC victory lane here at Kokomo. He's had a great season so far. He's been defeated a number of times, but he just continually to find himself on the podium week in and week out. And there is a very, very high possibility that not only he's going to win this race, but also go back-to-back in the championship. But in saying that, this is only round number 8. We've still got 2 more weeks after this one to find out if he can call himself a 2-time, a back-to-back Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 winged sprint car champion. Popsicle sticks will come out. It is the green-white checker situation. We are green back here at Kokomo with Tyler Shell, Mason Hannigan and Hayden Harvey. 3 wide, Tucker on the inside. Idle was through the middle of the racetrack. Kendall Tucker, what a drive from the back. He slides up in front of Hayden Harvey. Hayden Harvey turns it back to his inside, but the white flag is out. 1 to run for your race leader, Tyler Shell. Back straight away for the final time. He's going to do enough to hang on into turn number 3 and 4. Ladies and gentlemen, round number 8 winner of the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Sprint Cars is Tyler Shell. Second at the line is going to be Mason Hannigan, and Hayden Harvey is going to hold on to a podium position. Kendall Tucker, Braden Arler will run out your top 5 unofficially. But he is already, ladies and gentlemen, parked it in BC victory lane. There is your podium. Tyler Shell in the middle. To the right, the 7, the USA number 7 of Mason Hannigan, who grabs 2nd. And 3rd at the line on the left is the 55 of Hayden Harvey. Let's take a look right now at your finishing results. Officially, Tyler Shell gets the win. Mason Hannigan, Hayden Harvey, your top 3. Kendall Tucker, Braden Arler, your top 5. Bergeron 6, Harris 7th, Allen 8th, Beerline 9th, and Schultz top 10. Bowers in 11th. 12th is Boyd. 13th, Ranoff. 14th is Wade. 15th is going to be Galgan. Williams in 16th. Osborne 17. Kaiser in 18. Smith in 19. 20 is Hauser. Cardoza in 21st. Duval in 22nd. Van Marnen in 23rd, and Croach in position number 24. Well, what better way to celebrate a win here at the virtual Kokomo Speedway? Let's go down trackside and chat to your top three. But coming back to victory lane is the 85 of Tyler Shell. Tyler, congratulations on the win and welcome back to victory lane. We know you've had a pretty good season so far, but man, that was a real race that was really earned in the start of that one.
Yeah, I thought I was going to die there about 2 or 3 times. Alex got tight on the one slider. He forgot I was up there on one of them and just crazy. And then at the end, I thought I was going to get an EOL. They kept saying I was starting too early when I was starting at the same spot, so I didn't know what the hell was happening. But all in all, it was a long race, but came out up top.
Well, Kokomo, you obviously had plenty of experience here, obviously with the World Championship stuff like that, and obviously other leagues. You come into these races, wanting to win. Again, we have a pretty good field here tonight. What was the game plan for that main event? Because starting on the outside of the front row with somewhat of a fresh track, it almost could have hurt you there in the end.
Beat Alex in turn 1. That was get good restarts. Beat Alex in turn 1. That was my goal at the beginning of the race, and I was doing really good at it. And then I don't know what happened there with Kendall in the middle of the race there. He got loose or something on a restart. Other than that, though, it was just try to beat him, get to the top turn 1, and let him to the slide job, and then return it 3 and 4.
Well, you're a couple of weeks away from going back-to-back in the championship standings, but again, we'll leave the championship standings and talk for another couple of weeks. Tyler, congratulations on coming back to victory lane once again here in the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Sprint Car Series. Of course, before we let you go, we know you've got a good team behind you. We know you've got a wonderful-looking race car, wonderful sponsors as well. Now's your opportunity to thank those people.
Just thank everyone that puts this race on, this league on. You guys for broadcasting it. I was up Sim Sports and our sponsors: School Sim Racing, Flow Racing, Anderson Speedway, Just Logistics, Paints by Tuna Can, BS Air, Overall Photographs, Hergot Real Estate, Roofco, Kendrick's Apparel, and Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. All
right, your winner from Virtual Kokomo Speedway, Tyler Shell, gets the win. Home in second spot here tonight, driving the USA number 7. It's the Little Hurricane of Mason Hannigan. Mason, congratulations on second place here tonight. And well, that was a stellar drive and one that where you look like you were sort of angry there at one stage.
Yeah, honestly, I was quite mad in the beginning, so I figured we were just gonna drive the wheels till they fell off. So that's what we did, and we went to the front. And honestly, I thought I had something for Tyler there for that, and then I just kept making mistakes. And Tyler's really good at not making those mistakes. So glad to come home second from 24th there on the first few laps or so.
How much does it play into your mind, when you get involved in that first course and you have to go to the back and then you've basically got to go checkers or wreckers to move forward, especially on a tight little racetrack like this. There's very limited opportunities to put your cars and make those passes.
Yeah, I knew it was just when it was so tacky early on. You had to make the moves quick because as soon as it slicked off, either them guys would go to the top or they'd go to the bottom. And, early on we were all, spread out and here, there, and everywhere. And, once I got rolling around the top, got to third there behind Hayden, get off of 4 really bad because, he just tried cutting it down. He was just able to get the run off of 4 and he left the gap open off of 2 there. So I figured we got to get around him now to get the shell and about killed myself there. So other than that, a really good race, and congrats to Tyler and Hayden.
Talk us through the mindset there on the green white check. Obviously, prior to that one, you had a good battle there with third place runner up Hayden Harvey. But once you got into second on that final restart, green white checker, what was the plan? Because as you said, you felt like you had something for Tyler there in those final couple of laps.
Yeah, I knew if we could get a good start, maybe, and roll around that first lap and get a run off of 4, maybe slide him and just kind of slow up, and then if you cross back underneath, try and run the bottom or something. And either it wasn't going to work or it was going to work, and tried our best there and came home spot short.
Well, congratulations on a hell of a run from the back to the front. Not only once, but you had to do it twice here tonight. 16th to position number 2. Mason, before we let you go, sponsors, shouts, all that good stuff, buddy. There's a good team behind you, a lot of good sponsors on this car.
Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim Sims, Fads Eyewear. Can't thank you for broadcasting it. Can't thank you guys at Apex for putting the league on. And Not sure if I'll be back next week. Supposed to race in Illinois, so either we'll be here next week or we won't.
All right, buddy. Well, if you're not here, good luck in Illinois and can get that W, right?
Yep.
There we go. Mason Hannigan home in second spot here tonight, driving the Black Diamond Motorsports USA number 7. Home in third spot tonight, and well, what a stellar drive this was from this young man. Driving car number 55 for Vanderpool Racing, it is Hayden Harvey. Hayden, congratulations on your third place finish here tonight. And wow, I got to say, finishing 5th, you're the only driver inside the top 6 that is not a World Championship driver. How was that one?
That's amazing, really, to be able to come out here and compete with the pros like that. This will be the second time I've gotten a top 3 going against pro drivers now. Last night we were with DSCCS and I pulled out another third place, I believe. So it's just, I'm ecstatic to be able to come out here and really run with these guys and see what I've got. And so far, it seems I've been doing pretty decent.
Well, talk us through your game plan in this one. 40 laps, it's a long way around Kokomo, but at the same sense, it's not a long way because these laps are very, very quick, especially in a 410 sprint car.
Yeah, that is very true. I coming into this, I knew I was going to be starting deep, so my game plan was just keep the car under me and just make sure I didn't get caught up in the wrecks that were bound to happen because it's short track racing. You can't get away from it, sadly, but I just kept clean, tried to keep everything underneath me, kept very vigilant of all the cars around me, seeing what everyone was doing, and anytime I noticed cars getting real close together and squirrely and stuff, kind of back out of it and just let happen what happened. And luckily, that worked out in my favor. I was able to pick my way through slowly and picked off third place, and I couldn't be any happier than that.
All right, well, talk us through that battle there with Mason inside those last 10 laps. That certainly looked like a fun race to be a part of.
Yeah, Mason, I didn't know he was going to be right there, so I was just kind of doing my own thing, and all of a sudden he comes around me on the high side, and I was like a little blown away, so I start racing him and just having some fun. Not trying to wreck each other, just trying to have some fun, make sure we keep a good gap between the guys behind us, too. You know, he's my friend, so I don't really want to go out there and wreck one of my buddies, you know, so just kept it clean, had some fun with them, put on a show for the fans, and made sure that we didn't end up in the back of the field together.
Well, yeah, all you guys put on a show for the fans, and certainly great to watch from the broadcast standpoint. But Hayden, congratulations on your third place run here in the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Sprint Car Series. Before we let you go, we know you've got a wonderful team behind you, a lot of good sponsors on this race car. Now's your opportunity to thank those people, buddy.
Yeah, of course. I just like to thank Austin Vanderpool for putting me in this car. It wouldn't be possible without him and everyone on the team that backs me continually. And same with all our sponsors, Jack Swax, Speed Shop 51, Wrights Motorsports Photography, Rowdy Energy Drinks, Chop House Race Products, UDTV, of course, for the broadcast, ZRD Designs for the beautiful cars tonight, Complete Collision Services, 11 Pointer Outdoors, and Vanderpool Construction. It wouldn't be possible without all them, and I'd like to dedicate this third place, but in my books, I see it as a win going against these pro drivers. I'd like to dedicate this to my Uncle Wayne, who's in the hospital right now.
All right, well, thoughts and prayers go out to Uncle Wayne for Hayden Harvey and the family. We hope all good things for his uncle. But that'll wrap us up here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Round number 8, ladies and gentlemen, it is complete from the Kokomo Speedway. We've still got 2 more races to come on the schedule. Next week, we are looking at Cedar Lake, followed by Knoxville Raceway to come up in 2 weeks' time. That will be the season finale, and what a way it is going to end in the sprint car capital of the world. Again, a big thank you to all the drivers that participated here tonight in round number 8 of the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Wing Sprint Car Series. Again, a big thank you to all the sponsors behind the scenes for Apex Auto Glass and Tinting. And again, our sponsors here. And of course, can't forget you wonderful fans. Our sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Big thanks to, of course, World of Thunder Esports League, SRT Australia, Rocket Racing Setups, FEG PC, and Heatwave Designs. Check them out on all the social media pages. Don't forget to hit the like and follow button on our Facebook page. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Of course, it is free to watch. And until next time, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, this is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night. We'll see you on Sunday night with the World of Thunder Esports League for Sunday Fun Day right here on Ultimate Dirt TV.